this one team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on last year's national champions, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So NC State's offense comes onto the field first today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you've got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on M10 if they can stop him on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Clemson's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job.
Always got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Finds a little space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
The Tigers are on the move. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
And he takes it in for the score. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the ground game. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Caught near the sticks. It's Salter. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31. the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown! They'll start this drive with a pass. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one up. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. At the 45 on his way. Gashing the D on the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. NC State will line up with a first and goal. Sends it back in motion. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, Wolfpack. How about... The give to the running back from the shotgun. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they... They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense in the hurry up. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
1st down for the offense.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds.
He's looking deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Past the 45. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
NC State will kick off to start things here in the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He found the hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds his big tight end. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was
running free, and he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. He'll do it himself. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number. And here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Complete to the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And the D deny them on second and goal. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They want that clock to run. Got the first down and still on his feet. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's second and 8. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's what...
There he goes! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals.